are now pretty much good to go in from Hanover. Oh, hello, another part of our chaotic double succession game together with Ludiet Historia. Remember, we started as Granada into Andalusia, and then after 30 years, because we are passing each other's countries every 30 years, after this time I sent him a save game to play as Brunswick. You can see that he did pretty well over here, organizing a pretty major power to Northern Europe. And today I've got a couple of choices from him, including Ramazani, Hijaz, Ajuran, Beja, and most importantly Brunswick, which I think I'm gonna play today with the goal of forming Hanover, because we are Tech 7, so Tech 10 is very close. Also, make sure to subscribe to the channel to get notified about any future content, especially guys that I can see that only 50% of you are subscribing right now. How does it look inside game? Of course we have no sailors because we don't have a coast. I think because Brunswick starts with these 4 provinces, right? Let's see. Hoya. Province history. No. Yes, 1444 when explored by Brunswick, so they expanded by 1 province of Altmark. This is something. And we've got Lunenburg as a personal union, and this is a terrible news. We will have to cancel this personal union because I can't annex it for the next 50 years. Why it's blocking our whole mission tree. This is also pretty lame that the mission tree is done that you have to own it, it cannot be your subject. I'll have to cancel this vassal and just conquer these provinces by myself. As for ideas, we are pretty behind, we should be having all of them finished by now. Admin quantity is alright, and as for the text, it's even worse. We are 2 technologies behind with everything, right? Let's just take a look at the world. Who is so ahead of time? Ottomans. 998. Yeah, I will start building spy network on probably Hesse, because at the Diplotech 9 I'll be able to start stealing the technologies. For sure we have to wait a day and then cancel military access from Magdeburg, because we're losing power points with that. I can do it for the next month. Do I have a claim on Verden? I do. There is no need to build spy network. And I'll start also getting more claims all around. Bremen is a free city, I won't be able to attack them. Brandenburg is allied to Denmark, won't be easy. Oldenburg will be good to conquer. I'll need to get... Why AI is not using these boys? Yes, advisor number 1. Let's need to get something better. How about privileges? Ooh, AI took all of the PowerPoint privileges. This is already something. I appreciate that a lot. Just on top of that, let me take the cheaper advisor number 1 and religious diplomats. Cheaper advisor number 2 and cheaper advisor number 3. Together with prestige boy as well as 1% loans, which I will start investing. I thought that's gonna be more money. So level 1 advisor for improved relations, for the tax meta, as well as, yeah, wait for something better here. As for my army, I'm gonna get rid of CAF, and I will build additional 3,000 of troops, because I prefer to be slightly on the force limit just to make sure I'm gonna win the next wars and reduce autonomy. I cannot actually. AI decreased autonomy in a province.
Impossible.
In the meantime, how is Europe looking? We have Giga France and Giga Burgundy at the same time. Burgundy, that is a personal union of France. I think my Andalusia run and killing Aragon and Castile made a pretty free game for France. We've got pretty big Ottomans in Austria. Podolia? Giga Muscovy. And Wakanda, even though it seems like it keeps expanding, it's having troubles against Mamluks. They're getting occupied here. Miltech 8 is gonna be very important for us. And colonialism, how is it expanding? Is it expanding anywhere close to us? Actually, France already has, so sooner or later it will get here. Just let's go ahead and cancel personal union. That will give us 5 years of truce, so it's not that bad. And I'm gonna start paying for my armies to get ready to attack Verdun. Mr. Verdun, let's call Bohemia. Let's insta-wipe them. Why the rest of the world should be carried by my ally, which I'm not so sure about actually, because Denmark came here right away.
You guys are so
and these guys are far away. I'll have to run away. Hopefully not wiped. On 7th of April I can run away. I think I just got rid of my whole manpower, but this is fine. Yeah, I told you. Bohemia is gonna carry this war for us. That's maybe not a wipe, but it was fairly close. So remember guys, if I want to form Hanover, of course, besides Tech 10, I need to conquer 5 more provinces that are lower Saxon culture. So if you go to cultures map mode, you can see all of these red provinces. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I can form Hanover. I'll use separate piece in Mecklenburg to boost our prestige a little bit because it's super low. That's why I'm gonna just end his rivalries. Take war operations to also have a little bit more of money and break some of the relations. So this way, that's gonna be not 14 because it's based on the war participation, how it's split. Just for prestige for us. The last Justing tournament, that's an event that I love so much because that's 10% of morale for us. Instead of taking the next admin tech, I'll focus on finishing admin ideas because of 2 reasons. First of all, of course, this admin tech was here, but also if you take a look here, you can see that they have -10 tech cost for ideas, and it is decreasing each time I'm taking another idea. That's why when I take this, you'll see that this is already -12%, 2% for every idea you take from this tech group. When piecing out Denmark, my absolute focus is to break the relations with Zlewikk, because I want to conquer their provinces. Ideally also Brandenburg for the same reason, but I don't think you have enough war score to do that, and I'm starting to get loans. So, that's actually close. We have just to wait a couple of months. Now guys, I'm changing my mind. Screw it. Let's just focus on Zlewikk for now. And take maybe not, as much money as they're gonna accept, which will allow me also to just finish this war. Taking also full money. That was no against expansion, so can right now start getting ready for a war against Lunenburg just very soon. By the way guys, Andalusia, so our ex-country, actually decided to go colonial. They have exploration ideas, and just wondering what the hell are they exploring right now. Oh, what did Sweden? Well, it's all particularies everywhere. Are you alright, Sweden? Do you need any help?
I am dead inside.
Just to make sure my expansion is dropping down quickly, I'm gonna use a very nice feature that is part of the trade notes, which is one of these policies, trading policies. Because that this one is giving me 15% improved relations with everyone in this node. Just my merchants are in Vienna and Kraków, not the best choice. I'm gonna send one to Saxony instead of Kraków, and I'm gonna send one to Lübeck instead of Vienna. My trading I won't change like at all. Probably it's gonna be still around the same, so trash 0.74, 0.75, it's even higher, but at least I can get the improved relations on all of the relevant countries. I'll go ahead and ally Pope, just so I have a strong ally. And I'm maximizing the gain of the papal influence, so I'm gonna get some bonuses here soon. We finished admin ideas. Just take a look. My admin tech is gonna cost me less than 300 points. In any case, we have to head very quickly towards forming Hanover. That's why I'm gonna go and not attack Lunenburg, because Bohemia, I don't want to lose my alliance with Bohemia. What I think that I will do, I'll get a claim on Lübeck, and I'm gonna use Bohemia in this war, and then during the same war I'm gonna attack Lunenburg. So this way, Bohemia, while being in the same side as me in another war, they won't be able to help Lunenburg. So let's go ahead and do that. Call Bohemia, Saxony, and Gel. Wolgast no, because they want these provinces. I'll be fighting with Danzig, by the way, so maybe Wolgast will be actually of use. I'll start with slowly preparing. I will not go ahead so quickly like the last time to fight. I'll wait for my allies to get closer. What is the army of Danzig? 20,000 troops. That won't be easy. You know why my allies will be helping me in the north? I'll go and attack Lunenburg right away, because they only have one level 3 fort, but it's not being paid on not dying to Denmark, most importantly. Oh, yeah, I'm a little bit afraid their side is gonna be a little bit better organized for all the battles, but I'll reinforce here just in time. Okay, this is good, this is good. Let me go. And the 1st of July, I'll attack these boys, even earlier. Kill their army, couldn't even wipe them. and starts in Lüneburg. Mr. Lüneburg, it's very nice to fully annex you. The borders are getting better, I guess expansion is fine. Now what I will have to do is to separate Peace Bremen. They are free city. What if I annex them with this war? I think that would be too much of a... yeah, 32... No, another time. I'll just break the alliance with Hamburg, Friesland, and Zlewikk, as well as take war reparations and as much money as you're gonna accept. Now we just left with Danzig, Denmark, and Hamburg. Well, let's see if the mighty Danzig is gonna win with my allies. Ludi, what did you put into this Danzig? They almost won by building support number, but not even that close. Anyway, I can go ahead and get rid of these Danzigs out of the war. That's gonna be even easier for us. Just one little problem that we might have here is that Bohemia is out of manpower and they have just 9,000 troops, so most probably they're gonna white peace very soon. Well, but Denmark is no better, they have 8,000 troops. With Lüneburg Court, I've got the Unite the Wealths mission, that is prestige and even more claims, but claims on the provinces I think I already conquered. That's why I have other claims from the mission tree. So yeah, it's mainly on Saxony, Thuringia, which are subjects? No, they are just my allies, and it's a subject of Saxony. We might want to break this alliance. What else? The Hansa port, so we need Bremen, Hamburg and Lübeck. That won't be that easy, and expanding into Saxony also won't be that easy. With Diplotech 9, I'm unlocking Study the Technology. You might know that from my short videos already, how it works. So, based on my spy network on a nation with better tech than us, right now I'm building that on the freaking Dithmarschen, can get the tech costs. So for example, for admin, I'm getting currently 3.3%, which is 22% of spy network. So this tech is costing me 250 power points if I want to take it ready, and I will not take it yet. On Saxe-Lauenburg, I'm gonna do similar trick that I did on Lübeck and Lüneburg, meaning that Volgas is fighting on our side, so they won't be able to help their ally. I can just go ahead and ask Saxony to help me out over here, Keller as well, just to make sure that we win it easily. Colonians has appeared in Altmark. Well, that's faster than I expected. It's because Magdeburg already had it. Alright, I'm gonna let it expand slowly and take it easily. Now, I wanted to go and conquer Saxe-Lauenburg first, because this is the province that I need to form Hanover. And I couldn't access Lübeck without taking Wismar, and you know, Wismar is not a province I need for Hanover. That's why now my peace deal with Lübeck is gonna be easier, because instead of that I'm gonna just take these two provinces. And you see that's gonna be some like expansion, but not enough to create actual coalition. So let me do that, take war reparations, full money, break any relations, well, with Denmark for sure. And this is gonna be it. We are now pretty much good to go in from Hanover. Just first we need to take the technology. And as for the missions that we got here, build buildings. Well, 50 admin mana is gonna be useful. Look, it's very rarely seen. Bohemia is asking to trade their favors on me to place their dynasty as an heir. Well, this is actually welcomed for us. 516. I love it. Time to fix our money situation a little bit. We have 12 loans, but I can play around a little bit, repay my 1% loans, because with your development the size of your loans is increasing, so I can pay them back, take bigger loans that are 1%, right now we have 300 ducats, take institution thanks to it, and repay as many as possible 3.5% loans. So right now we were left with 11, but we took an institution at the same time, and I could take this for 250 points, but I'm getting, you know, more spy network on Dithmarschen and Hamburg to get better tech costs. I don't really like doing that, because it's out of prestige we're gonna lose, but we have to do this. Let's go and abdicate Cornelia. And thanks to it, besides -1 stability and no prestige, no legitimacy, we are getting far better mana generation. 10, 6, 14. Let me just go ahead and spend 170 power points. Yeah, too bad. AE told you it's not that bad. It's decreasing 2.4 yearly, so it could be better. What is decreasing my improved relations? Another extension and low prestige. Yeah, we need to boost both of them. In the meantime, let's take a look what is happening in Europe. Well, England is nicely consolidated, except there's Scotland that migrated to man. And Lucia is AFK, I hate it. Same for Danzig. Austria is expanding to Pontic Steppe. Ottomans expanding into Karakorum. There was big Karakorum here, I believe. I think that Wakanda managed to at least not lose the war with Mamluks. 54,000 troops, they are really scary. And France, are the first great power already? Yes, they are. While I'll be waiting for the AE to drop, we need to use the fact that we are still fairly small and we have a fairly small rivals. This means that I'm gonna attack either Hesse or Cologne for a humiliate casus belli. This is 30k troops. For this guys it's gonna be a little bit more. So I'll go for Cologne, just call Bohemia, Saxony, Pope and Volgast. And I'll just let them win. I want to minimize spending of the resources on this war by maximizing gains, because I will go for the peace deal, which is called Show Strength. That's 300 power points, 100 of each category. With the show strength down, I have a nice amount of the power points, but I'm still waiting to get to 100 of Spine or Hamburg to start taking these technologies. Right now, admin cost less than 200.
5 minutes later.
Never mind guys, they found my diplomats. I have to go and take the technologies now. 202 points, 260 points, and I'm on the way for the Tech 10. For the military, 450 points, and I'm on the way to Tech 10 as well. In the meantime, I'm gonna go and break my alliance with Saxony because they're Protestant, so it'll be easier to conquer their provinces, and I have permaclaims here. That's permaclaims, right? Yes, permaclaims, very easy. And while with my diplomat, I'll start building spy network on Zlewikk. Same case, I'll focus now on attacking nations that are Protestant, because that's less AE on the Catholics. Austrian-Bohemian unification war. Oh, I don't like this. Especially the Bohemia has 5,000 troops and no manpower, so that's Bohemia versus Austria-Hungary and Muscovy. Oh, that's under prestige lost. This is very bad because I'm getting minus 17% improved relations and plus 3.4 against expansion impact because of this. Yes, guys, I can see Andalusia and Venezuela. There it goes, my beautiful country expanding, but not as fast as Portugal. There we go, boys. Tech 10, we are absolutely up to date. That means I don't need this diplomat on the Hamburg anymore. And this is not the moment yet to form Hanover, because we are lacking 5 development. Well, why don't I just go then and develop some provinces with my mill points. Yeah, of course we don't have prosperity anywhere because we have 0 stability. But, tick. And right now I can go ahead and form Hanover. First, I'm gonna show you how bad Brunswick ideas are. I have prestige decay, diplomatic relations, depot reputation, state maintenance, construction cost. But if I form Hanover and take their ideas, first of all I'm gonna get this beautiful color, but more importantly, you can see I have now construction cost and strength power abroad, then state maintenance, death cost, land maintenance modifier, land fire damage, then I'm gonna have prestige, goods progress modifier, diplomatic relations, fire damage received, as well as discipline. Now, as for the third idea group choice, it's really tough, but I think that I will go for espionage for less AE, and maybe I'm gonna be able to use that at least once. Let me just change focus to Diplo. Mr. Clergy, I'll need enforce interfaith dialogue for a higher tolerance of heretics. You can see it's right now minus 0.9, but if I take this, you see it's gonna update to 1, which also increases my religious unity to 89%, so I don't have any issue with this disaster anymore. Yes, guys, good job, Mr. Lodi. You just let Danzig from Prussia. I love it, and I'm really expecting this Prussia to do something, because so far in this session they did absolutely nothing besides forming Prussia. Which we can't say about Wakanda, that keeps expanding here, and they already have a border with the Ottomans. 43,000, 118,000. That might be not so easy for them to beat the Ottomans. With my economy being based on the war reparations, I'm still repaying loans, left only 3 of them that are not 1%. While for the papacy, I will go for definitely improved relations. To make one last big war, mainly against Saxony, maybe Lübeck, etc., I'm waiting to get this AE impact from espionage. That's why in the meantime I focus on attacking small nations with different religions, like for example Oldenburg, that chose unfortunately to be reformed. Let me go ahead and crush them. That should be an immediate stack wipe number 1 and 2. I hope so. If we start with 2 stack wipes, it should be only easy. I was heavily improving my relations with France, which allows me to get a marriage with France, and once I finish this war, they're also gonna ally me. Now I'm thinking, because I could piece this out already. Yeah, I'm gonna piece this out already, just to make sure that I'm gonna ally France. That's gonna be a little bit more AE than if I waited for the next deployed, yeah? But this is more important. Please ally, please start coring, and please let's declare war on Saxony for the conquest of Leipzig. Just not that many nations will help us. That won't be a so easy war. Let's maybe just make sure to build another 1000 of artillery first, to just siege down the provinces faster, because let's see. Are these guys even loyal? They are not loyal. That is very important information. So that means I don't have to fight with Thuringia until I want to fight them. And this will be only Saxony armies, plus Mecklenburg and Nuremberg. Mecklenburg is here, and Nuremberg is here. Okay, let's wait for the artillery and declare the war. Guys, I just got warned by Austria, but it only works on the nations that Austria is bordering, meaning that I don't care, I'm conquering nations in the north. And do I really see that Prussia finally got some provinces, right? They got Wisna, they got some provinces here, so they are finally expanding. What's the impact of this one idea? Let's take a look. If I take let's say I take this province, this is a lot if I take this in a peace deal. That's 97 expansion, so whole world hates us. But if I take this one idea, still whole world will hate us, but not as much, it's 78 of August expansion. So I pretty much could maybe go for these 3 provinces, or maybe for these 2 provinces, or maybe just focus on provinces of Saxony. Then I could take a little bit more. Making a quick peace deal here because I want to do more wars. I'll go for these 2 provinces. Some nations will be joining the coalition, but we have France, so I don't really care. Just take war reparations and some money on top of that, and get ready to fight with Zlewikk on the north. So you know what? I'll go and attack Denmark because they have a weak moment. So that should be very straightforward for us to go and grab some provinces. And you know, it's very lucky for me because besides that Denmark is not doing anything here, they also don't have navy to fight because England is destroying their whole navy. Guys, they not only pieced out, but also we've got Great Britain being formed. Look, what is this Austria doing? They have whole southern Poland, they have whole Hungary, big chunk of the Balkans, and even the Pontic steppe. And they have a coalition of Lucca. No, they are in a coalition against what the hell, Lucca? Oh, I know what I'm gonna ask Ludi to play as. I think this war is good to be pieced out. I want these 2 trade centers ideally. That's a lot of AE. But I think the question is, can AI handle this? I think it can. I mean, if there's no Austria in the coalition, they can handle it. There's no Austria. I'll just wait until they're gonna accept this. Oh yeah, I can't take Holstein if I didn't occupy this fort. Let's just occupy this first. I can bridge the walls to make it faster. I think it would be fine if I separate Zlewikk as well, so just go here. Take work reparations, take their trade power, but I don't see it. Whereas transit trade is Hamburgian trade power. I don't need their trade, I need Zlewikk trade. I don't see it. I'm just blind probably. Let's just, instead of that, I'm just gonna go and break off some of the relations. Take full money, and that's gonna be a nice chunk of prestige for us. Now once I take the last fort of Denmark here, I'll be good to go. Alright, boys, let's just piece this out. All of these provinces, war reparations, transfer trade power, not gonna accept it. As much money as possible. Coalition is gonna be fine. Like, just look at this Hanover now. I'm gonna start calling all of these provinces, and in 1 second, once I get 200 points, we have enough time to get to 200. I wanted to move my main nodes to Zlewikk. I think they have a good news because it looks like Andalusia finally expanded a little bit more into Aragon, and I think this was taken from Castile. So at last, some good news. Still the same hub box here. And yeah, Prussia is still chunky. Zlewikk, here I go. I think it won't change much because of the overextension. Let's just take a look. Hanover. We have minus 43 for collecting not in the main city. I'm not so sure it's gonna change anything, honestly, guys, with our overextension. Let's just go and switch our main node here. Our trading is just 3.04, so there won't be much of a difference. 304, 2.44, yeah, that's what I thought. That was what I was afraid of. We just have too many negative modifiers around. And I'm having too low of the trade centers. It's all level 1 trade centers right now, but long term, if AI plays it right, they're gonna keep increasing that. I mean, it's just a matter of building some ships and improving these trade centers. About that, let's improve Zlewikk right away, because I can afford that. You know what, I'm gonna sell the titles and Zlewikk immediately, and just to... I can't probably even improve this until it's scored. Yeah, that's unfortunate. That's why I actually don't know. I'm just gonna go and repay all of the loans. Yeah, just get rid of the debt. Alrighty, boys. There we go. I think this Hanover is pretty chunky. Let's take a look at the development of the nations that we played so far with Lodi. So, Wakanda 430. So, we've got Andalusia 320 development. This is not bad. We've got Prussia 186 and Hanover 188. Just beautiful. So, guys, do remember to go for the 4th episode to Lodi's channel, because I'm gonna give him a few picks to play, but my favorite is definitely Luca, because it's not only in a great position, but also in a great danger from both France and Austria, so that might be a bit of a challenge for him. For today, thank you so much for watching, guys, and remember to subscribe to the channel to get notified about the future videos. Bye!